Full deck challenge, turquoise, staples. Well, I think it's staple something on. I'm going to slightly reinterpret that particular part of the prompt. I've got this turquoisey background. It has a tree on it, but I'm just going to use it to create my collage. Yep, need to let that dry. Okay, I've got a bit of Timmy bits. That's now dried and I've trimmed it off. I've got this label and I've got this mini figure, and the thread is going to be the carry forward, and I've got my card. I decided I've got quite enough turquoise in that background, and so let's just do other things, although I will link with this. This is teal zeal, which just happens to be here because I was using it for phonology. So let's take some of this. I'm just going to fold it over several times. The advantage with the rug hook is you can whoop to make sure you don't lose the threads. Whoops. There we go. Because I just wanted all those threads all just there. There we go. Okay, we're going to ink her in gathered twigs is what I'm working with at the moment for my inking. And she's just going to rest on there, but she needs a name. Let's use a turquoisey pen. She needs a name. What shall we call her? I think she looks like Ethel. So let's call her Ethel. I think I'm going to stamp something on there as well. Oh, we could stamp this bird. I love this wee birdie. I'm going to stamp this wee birdie. Let's just use the teal zeal again. Oh, that wasn't very smart, was it? That's the trouble when you've got a wooden stamp. I was trying to stand it on the line, not thinking that it was going to go over the top. Right, what did we decide? We decided her name was Ethel. FDC3, and it was, did I decide this was 14? I did decide it was 14. 14. Well, I suppose that means she's received 13. Promised 52, because there's 52 in the week. Charges free. Or none. There we go. Let's see if we can get this wee bird on right this time. So let's make sure. There we go. There we go. Oh yes, I like that. Like that. That's just a bit odd. I did get this bit of fabric out to maybe use a bit of this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use it. So she can sit, be resting on there, and we will put this we'll use this just to hold that in place, I think. Maybe go an angle like that, just to hold that tag in place, although we'll stick the tag down. I did. So there's our full deck challenge card for today. So it is full deck challenge 3. It's number 14. The prompts are turquoise. Oh, and staples. I've not used staples, or staple something on or something. I know what I was going to do for staple though. I was going to do something slightly different. Okay, this was very fiddly because of the state of my hands at the moment, so let me show you what I've done. I've made a chain of staples, so that just means you staple just without paper or anything in it, then you link them together, then you staple one end on, and I'm just stapling the other end on, and what you just need to do is, can you see? You just need to get it in that gap, and then, oh, I missed the gap. That wasn't very smart, was it? Missed the gap, so I'm going to have to take that out and just do that by hand. And you might find it easier doing this anyway. I could leave that one in actually, couldn't I? Shall I leave that one on and seeing staples a thing? Let me think how the best way to do this. I know what to do. If you've got to keep this taut, otherwise it will keep falling apart. Come here. Let's just make a hole in there, so I can take this staple. If you keep this, you've got to keep this taut, as I said, they'll fall apart. Then I'm going to hook the end of this staple through that hole that maybe a wee bit too hidden. Right, so through that end of that staple, if I can. There we go. So the end of that staple through that hole there in the card, and then I think I'm going to just take this one over the edge of the card. I could make another hole, but I quite like the idea of it being over the edge like that. So then all we need to do then is from this side close it off. So just push it down, push down both legs. And just like I did up here, I'm just going to cut a little bit of washi tape. This could be a bigger bit, because that of course ended up right where I'd already written, which is just the way these things sometimes work. There we go. And then you've got a staple chain stapled on your card. As I say, that's a wee bit loose. It should be okay, because it's not loose enough for the gaps to meet. You've got to make sure that your chain isn't loose enough for the gaps to meet. If the gaps meet, then it will come unchained. And so this now is turquoise and staple something on, and I've stapled staples on for Full Deck Challenge 14. Thank you so much for watching. You take care. Keep crafting. Bye for now.